What do you think that you needed at that time that you didn't have? What could have been provided for you?
It would have been nice if they didn't make us feel like we'd be weak if we told them we had any kind of problem. You know what I mean? Because I guess what I've realized now at the end of the day is if I didn't feel any type of way about the things I did or that happened, I'd be a sociopath.
Right.
How could you not think about killing someone? How could you not think about losing your best friend? You know, how could you not think about these things and not have any kind of feeling at all? Pretty injured still. I was like, I had torn ligaments in my knee, and my back was really starting to give me problems after that. So I actually got a surgery on my back,
Okay.
and I was non-deployable after that.
Right.
And I got really depressed.
Because you wanted to go back.
I wanted to go back. So from that point on, me and a few other guys that had the same issues, you know, with some injuries and stuff, we started drinking a lot. And with that, we started doing coke. Mm-hmm. We started trying to make moves where we would get some for somebody and then get some for free. Mm-hmm. And by doing that, NCIS ended up getting involved, saying we were selling coke. And that landed me in the brig with a couple of different options. A BCD in 10 years in the brig, or a dishonorable discharge in 3 years.
BCD.
Bad conduct. So I went with the dishonorable in 3 years. That was, who wants to do 10 years in jail just for a couple of letters to change on your discharge?
So you were essentially counseled to take a dishonorable discharge. How long were you in the brig?
3 years, 36 months. I ended up doing like 30 months.
How does the brig or military jail relate to what you know about civilian jail?
It's not the same. It's not the same at all. First of all, everybody in there is a killer of sorts. We can all identify with having killed someone. Mainly, a lot of people are from combat.
It seems to me that the worst possible thing that someone can do to someone who's dealt with trauma is put them in a solitary unit.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in there. I spent like a year in there.
Really?
Yeah. And it was only supposed to be like 60 days max.
Were there any types of counseling or any kind of
not really
systems in place to help soldiers deal with PTSD?
Not even a little bit.
So after your incarceration in the military brig, what happened to you after that?
I was in trouble all the time. One thing after another, from assault and battery to, I ended up getting a couple of surgeries on my back. This is what ended up happening. And I had a doctor who was prescribing me oxycodone, like 180 a month, with some Oxycontins. And that was for years. And I didn't realize I was getting addicted to them until he went away. He got indicted on some fraud charges. And I was left to try and find my own way of getting them, which I ended up filling prescriptions on my own, which I ended up getting in trouble for.
Right.
And then after that happened, and there was absolutely no way of getting them, I decided to do heroin. And then from that point on, everything went downhill real quick.